All right, Leo, here we go. May 2025, the Leo soap opera. Well, when last we left off, if I remember the weekly reading correctly, wasn't somebody, I don't know. Somebody was going to reach out. I don't know. This person goes back and forth so goddamn much. It's the same energy I always get. They're in a toxic situation. I call the energy they're with Little Lord Fuckwit. It still feels like it. What's the theme energy here? Oh, when you wish upon a star, right? It's a star fueled by 7 of Cups. They want it, but they don't know what to do. What do I do? Right? I know what I want. It's here. There's an opportunity put in front of this person, and they're like, duh, which way did he go? Whoa, what do I do? It's a bit of that. Duh, that's what I get, the energy. Duh, like Grimace or something from McDonald Land. Yeah, well, I think this person could use a trip to McDonald Land, which is a fucking trip, let me tell you. That was some weird shit. Weird memories from childhood, McDonald Land. 7 of Wands. There's an opportunity here. Somebody can get away. I don't know that they know how. It's an energy of somebody who doesn't know how. It's like you're in front of your dream girl or your dream guy, and then you realize you don't know what to do. They want to kiss you, but you've never kissed before. You don't know. Am I supposed to just stick my tongue out or something? What do I do? Oh, no. Now is not the time. My point is that is not the time to start asking, what do I do? You need to know what to do before you get there, all right? Because you shouldn't stick your tongue out. Like, it's not Gene Simmons. What the hell? All right, let's go. All right. The band is Kiss. He's not showing you a technique when he sticks his tongue out. All right, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck here. All right. Leo, the Leo soap opera. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot. You're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a Time Lord. Probably stretches about from now, this part of April, right up through about the early part of June, as far as divining out wise. But you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. So, all right, here we go. I could have expanded the Gene Simmons joke. I could have said they call him Dr. Love. You know, that's one of his songs. He is the Doctor of Love, right? All right, here we go. Love gun. I mean, they got love everywhere with Kiss, but it's not a technique. Anyway, 9 of Pentacles. Somebody wants to break free. Somebody wants to get free. Somebody can get free. What did I say in the cut cards when I pulled the theme? I said they can get free, but they don't know how. Their wish is here. I wish I could get free from Little Lord Fuckwit and go after Steve's viewer. Right? I wish I could follow my soul's true purpose. Well, here you go. The universe is like, here you go. You got the high ground. You're ready to rock, and they don't know what to do. But the environmental energy around this whole reading is 9 Pentacles. Fueled by the moon. They're afraid. Here's your dream person right in front of you. Oh, God, what do I do? Oh, God, what do I do? Now is not the time to piss yourself. Okay? Especially if you're about to go bang. It's not the time for that. Is that urine? What is that? All right, let's go. Top of the pyramid, how they feel about you. Roles can be reversed here. I can't tell you apart. You're very similar in frequency to this person, which is really weird. Because let's just say it is them and it's not you, right? Roles aren't reversed. You guys are exactly alike. So you must be like, what the fuck? You know, I mean, seriously, I wouldn't blame you one bit. Anyway, how they feel about you is here. Middle is how they see you. That'll be something scary. I don't know. Bottom of the pyramid is potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. And I laugh here because this person, I mean, seriously, here's your out. I'm opening the jail cell and you're afraid to leave. What? All right. We're going to clarify with the little animal deck, and I just noticed as I picked this up, I did not know that the devil is here. I mean, I swear. What is it with Leo readings? Okay, let's go. How do they feel about you? This ought to be nice. I mean, yeah, well, the Queen of Swords. Cold? I mean, what? The Six of Swords. Distant. They feel distant from you. What else? And the King of Cups. Afraid to tell you how they feel, so they act cold. I said it would be nice. The King of Cups, yeah, I know. That's why I went, what? Right? Put it to you this way. This owl, though they live, well, they kind of live in similar places. I don't know if you'd find a lot of swans up where snowy owls live, but this owl, or an owl like him, or her, would gladly eat this. You know what I'm saying? So look at it that way. They just pretend, they play it cool with you. How do they feel about you? They play it cool. Steve's viewer is no big deal. Inside, it's a cauldron of love. Again, you'd never know this person liked you. In a million fucking years, you'd never know. Let me fix these. Sort the energy out. How do they see you? Son, oh, for fuck's sake. You know, I said take a trip to McDonald Land. I know what this energy is. Yeah, in the Knight of Pentacles. I just heard this song this morning. My wife and I went to the grocery store this morning. And I haven't heard, it's a song by the Kinks that I haven't heard in ages that they were playing. And it's I forget what it's called. It's about the guy on his block that listens to records and he lives in a rock and roll fantasy, right? He lives on the edge of reality. You know, that was sort of me as a kid. I lived on the edge of reality. I still kind of do. This person here, it's not McDonald Land. It's Mr. Rogers' land of make-believe. And they in there. Somebody here just stays in a, almost like a state of dreamy land, a state of happiness. In other words, they know you can see through them. Okay? How do they see you? They see you as somebody who can see through them. This person on the outside, if it's not about being cold and stoic, they probably are. But you'd never know that this person was unhappy in a million years. This is an incredibly unhappy person. They keep the love locked away where it's safe and warm, and their emotions. I get Queen of Swords and their emotions, and I do get a Six of Swords here in the center. But that's more related to the final outcome, your final outcome. You know, I think you're this person's escape. You're the land of make-believe. Okay, they know you can see through them. They're aware that you can see right through them. Okay? They live on the edge of reality. Potential final outcome, red with the Six of Swords. Yeah, see? The Empress, that's you. I said, didn't I say, rewind. I don't know why I'm your second favorite. This here, silver medal, my ass. I said, this is more related to you and your final outcome. You're their escape. Duh. Here you are. You showed up right there in the final outcome. I didn't know that was there. Somebody's got a way out here this month. We're going to clarify. What's this way out? That's what I want to know. Again, the final out. All you got to do is be you. All you have to do is exist and sit there. This person uses, when I say the land of make-believe or the edge of reality or McDonald Land, whatever, take a trip to McDonald Land, right? I mean, whatever it is, it's somebody here who uses you in their dream world. They walk around in a state of daydream all day. And we've talked about this in some of the weekly readings, right? In the Leo position. They walk around. Everything they do, it's like they're with you. You know, they're dreaming that's there. If they're with another person, they're listening, but they're off. A good chunk of their energy is off in fucking La La Land, off in the land of make-believe. We're going to go there now. Right? With Mr. Rogers, we needed a trolley. We don't need one with me. There's no trolley necessary here. All right. See if, I don't know. I don't remember any of the characters. Wasn't there a Lady Fairchild, Lady Elaine? I didn't watch Mr. Rogers much. I was into reading books by that time. I was reading like grown-up books when the kids were watching Mr. Rogers. I don't know. I was a strange kid. I aged out of Mr. Rogers at like 2.5. I don't remember. I remember he had a stoplight in his kitchen and he used to feed fish. I loved the fish. After that, he lost me. I had to wonder why he changed it. Why does he keep changing his clothes? What the hell? I wear the same clothes for days. What's going on here with with the Six of Swords. Let's take a trip to the land of make-believe. There we go. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, Three of Swords. Look at me. Look at me. The surrounding energies are painful. What do we do when the surrounding energies are painful? Well, most people go see a therapist or something like that, but this person practices escapism. They go to the land of make-believe where the Empress is there. It makes everything okay. The environmental energy around everything is okay, and the land of make-believe is chaos. What's on top? Nine of Wands. They block out the whole world. I don't think they can in May. If you're wondering, well, where are you going with this, Steve? Right? And yeah, you sound like that. I can't. They can't. In May, Nines are the end in tarot. That wall's not blocking anything. All right? Why is the Nine of Wands there? The Seven of Wands. They try. What's the bridging energy before? Oh, yeah, the Two of Pentacles. Somebody realizes they need to do something. They've been provided an opportunity to get the fuck out, to make the land of make-believe a reality. Imagine the land of make-believe was real, and Mr. Rogers was given a chance to make it a reality. Okay? That's what's going on here. The universe, I'm going to say the universe, is providing this person with a choice. It's providing them with an out. We know that from the overall energy. The thing is, they're afraid of it, even though they want it. The Ace of Cups. It's a brand new beginning being offered that they're afraid of. Freedom. Why? Because the land of make-believe, anything is possible. I know. I lived in the land of make-believe as a child. I didn't know why the fuck I ended up with the group of people I got as family. So I was just like, I have this ability to disappear, so I'm just going to disappear. I know this energy well. And I know that in the land of make-believe, everybody agrees with you and nothing goes wrong and everything is terrific and fantastic. It's easy to make it work because you're driving. In the real world, you're not driving. And that's something I had to teach myself as an adult. How to drive, how to manipulate energy in the real world, how to work with it, right? Which is what I try to teach you guys, how to flow with the energy, how to use it to your advantage. I do it with energy weather updates and things along those lines. Some people get it, some people don't. Hey, I don't know. It's just a YouTube channel with a talking hand and a parrot off to the left that you can't see, who is snickering at me a little bit. What? I'll finish my thought. Anyway, why are they scared? Because in the land of reality, everything doesn't always go your way. You got to know what you're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They've been trapped in this almost bubble of safety. I feel like it's a little like the Gemini angle. A little bit. Gemini angle is much worse. That's like a pure cult. This is more like one of those tight-knit families or tight-knit groups. There's some kind of keeping up appearances here in the Leo soap opera. You know, like you'd see in a political family or an acting family or some kind of fame kind of a thing. It doesn't have to be that way. People behave that way. I mean, they could own a chain of grocery stores in their town or something. That's like that's like a political family or a fame family. You know, they got to keep up appearances or nobody will shop at their stores. There's some reason appearances need to be kept up in their life. It's against their soul's true purpose, but whatever it is, they're being offered an out. And they're afraid to get out of it. For good reason. Now, out of curiosity, I'm not going to carry it too much further. I know that they love you and I know that they're cold to it. But now we got a chance to come out into the light. The problem is they see you being able to see through their shit. You're going to call them on a lot of shit. And I'm going to pull on the Sun. I'm not going to worry about the Knight of Pentacles too much. I'm going to pull on the Sun. This might tell me what this person's afraid of. If you're afraid that I'll give it to you this way. If you're afraid that somebody can see through you, there's obviously something you're trying to hide, right? Otherwise, who gives a shit? Well, this person's afraid you can see through it. Now they've got it out. Now they can come out into the real world and have real love. They're scared to death. Why? Because something's hidden here. I got the moon and the sun. It's coming out. All right, so why is the Sun here? I don't know. Let's find out. I imagine there's lots of things. I still think for some of you, this person's been in a, this person's hiding some kind of secret, like they were in a mental institution for a fucking month or something. I have no idea. There's something this person's very ashamed of, or very embarrassed about. Something. I don't know what. It could be very small, it could be very big, but it's there. I can't ignore it in the energy. That's why it's easier to stay in make the land of make-believe, you know. In fact, when I used to watch Mr. Rogers, I used to wonder why they left. I remember wondering why they left the land of make-believe. Little 3-year-old me, 2.5, whatever the fuck I was. Why did they leave the land of make-believe? There's nothing going on at his regular house. And I was always confused by the mailman, Mr. McFeely. That sounded weird to me. It sounded like the authorities need to have a check. Was that a nickname? Or was that his real name? Because, you know, I might want to get some authorities involved there. What's going on with the sun? It just didn't seem like anything great was happening outside of the land of make-believe. It's crossed by the sun. You know. Look at that. It's crossed by the sun. I'm asking specifically about the moon, about the fear around this sun. I'm not concerned. I mean, I know that they know that you can see through them. They also know that they can't snow you on anything else. What's on top? Well, with the sun, right? That's a lot of sun. It melts snow, doesn't it? What's on top? The Knight of Swords. Why is that here? The 5 of Swords. Maybe they lied about something. Maybe they think you lied about something. It's sort of like, I'll phrase it both ways. Okay? The easy way is they lied about something and you know that they fucking lied. And they're afraid that that's going to hurt their chances with you, and it's going to be. And then what? They've come out of the land of make-believe. They've told their situation to go bye-bye, and now they're fucked. Right? That's one side of it. The other main side of the energy flips it. They think that you lied about something. Okay? Or you exaggerated something, or you embellished a little bit something, we'll say. Right? But their fear is that you didn't. I don't think you did. I don't think you did. I don't think it's as much as that. If that's the case, if that resonates with you, you might have exaggerated maybe just a bit. I don't think it was enough to cause a problem. Their fear is that you didn't, that you were actually telling the truth. This person's biggest fear about you is that you're for real. Okay? Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Empress. Oh, universe seems to want me to clarify the Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to do it. Give me the Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. I stopped right there and I saw it. I couldn't shuffle anymore and I thought, oh, okay. So you do want me to do this. We just flow with the energy here. All right? I'll do it. Why not? Why not? All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. It came out reversed. I'm going to throw it reversed. 8 of Wands reversed. The 10 of Cups flew out with it, but that stayed upright. And the Hangman is crossing, and the Hangman is fueled by the 6 of Cups. Again, it ties to it. It clarifies a little bit more what I'm talking about over here. For most of you, this person has a secret. Okay? Not like... It might tie a little bit to the Cancer reading. You might want to, I mean, that's an all signs reading anyway. You might want to watch it. There was a little bit of that there. This is something else. This is more, not so much a secret. It's not a secret. It's something they didn't tell you. This person didn't tell you something. They're afraid that you'll find out about their fantasies. They're afraid that you might find out about something that they do that's kind of silly. Sort of like they're afraid that you might find out that they cross-dress. You know, just as an example, I don't know, that they walk around like a macho dude, but they're wearing ladies' panties. I mean, I don't know. It reads like that, okay? They know that you know, and they're embarrassed. There's an embarrassment here about something, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Take it as it resonates. Don't take me literally. Just catch my drift, okay? Empress, final outcome. All you got to do is be you. You don't have to do shit here. Nothing. It's what I told Gemini, strangely enough. You know, they're very similar. This in Gemini angle, very similar in the situation. Not the same, but similar in enough in the sense of their soul's true purpose is repressed by a situation or a person or both. Okay? But very, very... In Gemini's case, it's far more serious. This is bullshit. This is just some hoity-toity fucking family trying to keep up appearances, or some person who was raised to keep secrets and live behind a wall who's afraid that you could see through walls. You know, I mean, yet they want to come out of the wall. You know, there's nothing... This is fluffy compared to the Gemini angle. You know. Anyway, you don't have to do anything. Not unlike the Gemini angle, the power of your connection itself should do all the work. If there's something they're embarrassed about, anybody, if somebody's embarrassed about something, that's their problem, not yours. Okay? You can tell them all you want. You could, oh, it's okay, I don't care. They're never going to believe you anyway. 9 times out of 10. So whatever. You got to learn the policy of, oh, that's their problem, not mine. You do that, you'll have a much smoother life than most people. And I always tell you, don't be like most people. You're not. You're part of the soulmate cycle. You're already not like most people. All right, the Empress. What's going on? Only about, best anybody could figure, only about 20 million people or so in this particular soulmate cycle, which is low, actually. The last one had about 50 or 60, somewhere around there. The Empress crossed by the 6 of Cups. Yeah, it's what I said. It's your soul connection. You know, your connection here is the key. Somebody here, your final outcome is somebody, your soulmate showing up. You're irresistible. They have to. This is more powerful than anything they're embarrassed about, any lie they're afraid of, anything being true about you that they're afraid of, than coming out of McDonald land or land of make-believe. This is way more powerful. Okay? If you get a chance to bang the Empress, you bang the fucking Empress. Or you beat yourself up for the rest of your life that you didn't do it. It's a powerful energy. So it's life-changing. Okay? And I'm just saying, bang, it could be a friend. It could be, this doesn't have to be a romantic thing for you. For most of you, it is in this particular angle, though. What's on top? The Hangman. Why is that here? The 4 of Cups. Somebody... You don't have to do anything. It's your final outcome. These are 2 cards of doing nothing. Apathy and Hangman. It's what I said. You don't have to do anything. So your final outcome is just enjoy the reading. Take care of your business, your unfinished business in the month of May. Read my May write-up at sltblog.com. Get some ideas about what's going on. Enjoy the ride. Use Saturn's energy to weed some people out. People you keep forgiving for shit, you know. How many times you gonna stick your hand in the meat grinder? That's what Saturn's asking you. You know, so here we go. You know, it is what it is, but that's where we're at right here in May of 2025. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.